Hello guys, it is Ryan here with the Red Rum Productions. For this video, I will be discussing who I think the players who are most likely to win the Most Valuable Player award for the first time in their career. I was going to discuss my top candidates for MVP, but they have all won the MVP award previously in their career. So I decided to discuss which players are most likely to win their first MVP. First off, we are going to look at some honorable mentions. These players, for a variety of reasons, from having too many players to share shots with, or being on a team that is not good enough, are potential MVP caliber players, but are not going to be in the discussion at the end of the season. These players are Kyrie Irving, Donovan Mitchell, Paul George, DeMar DeRozan, Devin Booker, and Karl Anthony Towns. Now for the top 5 players that I believe have the best chance at winning their first MVP award. Number 5 is Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is a player coming off of a great season in Portland, where his team was 3rd in the strong Western Conference before being defeated in the playoffs by New Orleans. Looking at his stats, he's an average shooter, but shooting high volume and drawing a lot of attention from defenses will make his skills look poorer than they actually are. Where his true strength lies, though, is in his playmaking ability. His team is stronger with him on the court than without him, and that is the true mark of an MVP. His defense could use some work before he is a top candidate for MVP, but the Trailblazers having another strong season will lead him to being in the top 10 votes at the end of the season. His scoring totals do look very good, but my concern about his efficiency is what I think will keep him from winning the award. The number 4 player is Joel Embiid. Embiid admittedly is a long shot if you look at his statistics from last year, but being 24 during this season, he is continuing rapid improvement. He was a member of the second team All-NBA and second team All-Defensive teams last season, so his skills have already been recognized. Embiid's main strength does lie in his defense. He was number 3 in the NBA in defensive rating and 4th in blocks per game. His offense is not a liability though. He is great in the post and is able to stretch the floor by shooting threes, a skill that not all centers have. The next 3 players all have realistic arguments for being number 1 on this list, but for small personal opinions fall at different spots. Kawhi Leonard is who I have as the 3rd most likely player to win their first MVP. Kawhi is coming off of a season where he only played 9 games during the middle of the season. Drama surrounded the fact of why he did not play the other games, but the fact remains that he was traded from San Antonio to the Toronto Raptors this summer. As a member of the number 1 team in the East last regular season, Kawhi has the opportunity to lead a very strong squad this year. Like Embiid, Kawhi's best strength is his defense. Kawhi had the best defensive rating in the NBA in the 2014-2015 season, and 3rd best in the 15-16 season. He is still a strong player on the offensive side. His effective field goal percentage is among the best of forwards in the NBA. If Kawhi is able to return to his strength from before his injury, and the Raptors repeat as an Eastern Conference power, Kawhi will be in the conversation for MVP this season. The second most likely player is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Versatility is the name of the game for the Greek Freak. He can play any position that the Bucks need him to play because of his size and athletic ability. He is able to do a little bit of everything, and can adapt to the players around him on his team. His defense is strong, as he is one of the players with the most blocks in the NBA, and has a great defensive plus-minus rating. Giannis has great rebounding for a forward, further highlighting his versatility. His main ability to score comes from his overpowering size and ability to drive to the basket. He is trying to develop a jump shot to further develop his game, and if he can do that, he will be nearly unstoppable. I do not see the Bucks being a top team in the East this season, so that will hurt his chances at winning the MVP, but the possibility still remains as Giannis can carry this team to the 3rd or 4th seed in the East realistically. This leaves Anthony Davis as the player who is most likely to win his first Most Valuable Player award this season. Davis is the best center in the league at the moment. He is fantastic on both sides of the ball, leading the league in blocks per game, and having the 11th best defensive rating of any player last season. He also had the 5th most rebounds per game, and 2nd most points per game of any player last season. His only weaknesses are his passing and his jump shot, but even those are minimal and expected for the position. He does not turn the ball over often, and actually does shoot 34% from three-point range, spacing the floor on the offensive side of the ball. Shooting 56% on two-point shots and a very impressive 83% from the free throw line, he is a reliable scorer on the Pelicans lineup. With the departure of DeMarcus Cousins, Davis will see an even larger role this season, even with Julius Randle replacing Boogie. Coming off of a season where he led the Pelicans to the Western Conference semifinals, expectations are high for this team, and I could see this team getting as high as the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. A finish of that caliber could bring Anthony Davis in the conversation again for MVP after finishing 3rd in MVP voting in the 2017-2018 season. That is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I do hope y'all enjoyed it. Please do leave a like on this video and comment your opinions below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to watch my Chicago Bulls team preview coming up on Wednesday, as well as more special content next Saturday. Once again, thank you for watching and have a fantastic day.